Ryan, why are you guys standing this far? She whined, her voice laced with a hint of pain and frustration. She pouted cutely, yet angrily, as she continued. Ryan, you guys want me to come there and meet you? The Bean brothers, sensing the tension, gave way to the Kim brothers, knowing that Ryan is their princess too, and that they loved her just as much. Cook, Sugar, and Harvey stepped aside, their faces filled with understanding and empathy. Jin, June, Jimin, and Claire walked closer to Ryan's side. Rubin, however, remained standing in his previous spot, his eyes fixed on Ryan with a deep sense of love and adoration. Jin, Ben, we didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. It's just we wanted to give you some space. Ryan looks up at him, his eyes sparkling with tears. I don't want space. I want you guys to be with me. June, yep, we are here. We will always be here for you, kiddo. He tapped her fingers. Jimin and Claire remained silent. Don't know why, but Claire is the one who is being silent after all the chaos. Jimin isn't able to say more in front of her because he just wants her to be safe. He wants to talk with her, wants to hug her as much tightly as he can, but he is controlling himself from doing so. She looks back at her Appa, her eyes filled with pain and longing. Mine, we can't come there, Appa. Her voice weak. Please, come to your princess. She wide opened her one arm, inviting Rubin for a hug. That was all the invitation Rubin needed. He rushed towards her. As he reached to her, he engulfed her in his arms, holding her close to his heart. But instead of speaking, Rubin burst into tears, shocking everyone in the room. Rubin, why? Why did you play such games with your family? Don't you know we love you so much? His words mix of scolding and love. He forgot everything about past. Her ignorance, her words, and all those harsh actions. He just focused on the present. He is just a father, worried sick about his daughter's well-being. He softly patted her forehead, then her cheeks, eyes, and nose tip. She smiled weakly, feeling her Appa's love and warmth. Smiled weakly, her eyes filled with tears. Ryan, I'm sorry, Appa. She whispers, her voice barely audible. Rubin shaking his head as no. No, love, don't apologize. Just promise, Appa, that you will always be safe and sound. She nodded a little, her eyes shining with tears. Fine, I'm promising you, Appa. I will be more careful from the time she called him. The room fell silent. The ninja, shocked by her gestures, he knows how much hate and resentment she carries in her heart for him. It was unthinkable that she would behave in such a way towards him. Misho's eyes widened in surprise. She exchanged a glance with Sugar, who looked equally stunned. Hobby and Cook, who are standing beside Sugar, also looked at each other in pure confusion. Sugar, in his mind, what's going on? She hates Appa. She can't stand him. Why is she calling out to him like that? Hobby, in his mind, is she okay? Did the accident affect her brain or something? Why is she being so affectionate towards Appa? Felt pain in his heart. He had always known that she hated their Appa most among all the main siblings. But seeing her call out to him like that made him feel a mix of emotion. He isn't knowing what to do and what to not, what to think and what to not. Michelle, in her mind, after gulping hard, maybe baby is just scared and emotional right now. Maybe she is not thinking clearly. She looks at her baby, who is smiling quickly while talking with Rubin. She couldn't help but to feel sense of unease. But when they all looked at Rubin, who is crying uncontrollably as he held her in his arms, they watched them in silence. They know that they need to put aside their doubts and concern for now. They had to let him have this moment with her, no matter how confusing or unexpected it is. Misha, in her mind, after all, Princess had always been the piece of heart of him. He loved her more than anything in this world. Right now, he just needs to hold her close to him so that his mind gets satisfied that she is safe and in his arms only. Doctor walked in, a gentle smile on his face, seeing former Mafia king for the world and a dangerous Mafia girl and nothing but a mere father-daughter duo. Doctor, guys, just some last checkups. You guys can be here, he said while nodding at the family. The Kim and Min families nodded, giving the doctor the space he needed to perform the checkups. Rubin, who was still holding onto her, gently released her, allowing the doctor to examine her. Doctor, Miss Ryan, how are you feeling? He asked while scanning her face. Fine. I'm feeling a bit better, doctor. My head still hurts. I'm feeling a bit dizzy. Doctor, nodding while making notes on his chart. Okay, that's to be expected. You have been through a traumatic experience. Can you tell me what happened? How did you end up in the backyard? He just wants to know if she remembers the previous happenings. She closed her eyes, trying to remember it. Rubin immediately came forward and protested. Why are you asking her such questions? He asked while engulfing her in his arms. Ben, you don't need to worry about anything. If you aren't able to recall it, then leave it. We can talk about it afterwards. Entire family noticed her scrunched up face, knowing very well about her distress after the accident. Fine. No, Appa. She took a deep breath and began to explain what had happened. I was about to go to sleep, but I received a call from my friend. I was talking to her when she said that she couldn't hear my voice properly, and I also wanted some fresh air, so I walked to the backyard. I was still on the call, and suddenly I felt like a force pushed me away from the mansion with a loud noise. I fell on the ground, and I lost my consciousness. I was gonna buy a panther, Simba. The doctor listened attentively, his eyes starting to the family members, who all had normal expressions on their faces. He thought to himself, everything seems alright. No one seems to concern or shocked. Doctor, okay, so now just take this medicine. And the doctor began to say, but he was interrupted by her, Vine clutching onto Rubin's sleeves. No, Pa, tell them I don't want to take these things. I hate it, and you know that. The room fell silent, all eyes turning to Vine. The family member exchanged shocked glances, their faces filled with surprise and concern. Vine, Papa, you know that I hate medicines. Why aren't you saying anything? Are you still angry with us? Rubin, Princess, what are you talking about? Her face scrunched up in a pout. She whined a little, still too weak to do anything. Whine. We all patched up with each other. Whine. She stopped for a moment, then continued as she can't. continuously due to weakness. Now you both, Appa and Uma, also need to patch up. It was just a small misunderstanding. The room fell silent, with everyone looking at her in confusion. The doctor's eyes narrowed. He looks at Rubin and then at Misho, trying to understand the dynamics of their family. Doctor, Miss Kim, no worries. You take rest. And can I talk to some of you? Mrs. Kim can stay here with Miss Kim. Misho, who is standing beside Rubin, looks like she was about to correct the doctor to tell him that she is Miss Min and not Mrs. Kim anymore, and Vine is also Min, not a Kim. But she decided not to, thinking that it wasn't necessary at that moment. All brothers are looking shocked, but then her next words shocked them even more. Vine, Appa, no, don't leave me again. Please, you both don't need to argue again. We can't stay away from each other. Even Amma was missing you all the time, Appa. Her words were like a knife to Rubin's heart. He felt a pang of guilt and regret, thinking about how he had been away from her and Misho for so long. Misho's eyes welled up with tears. She looked at Rubin, her face filled with mix of emotion. The doctor, who was watching the scene unfold, looks like he is about to intervene, but he didn't, and kept quiet. Rubin, love, you okay? Fine, I am. But if you both again argue on small things and get separated, then I won't be okay. I want to live with my all brothers and you, Appa. She hid her face in his arms. The brothers' faces are pale. Doctor, Miss Vine, you rest for a while. Can I talk with some of you? Parents stayed back and all brothers walked out of the room after breaking her forehead or hand. The doctor sat down behind his desk, looking at the brothers with concerned expression. Doctor, I want to ask, what's wrong? Jin, that's what we want to ask from you, doctor. What's going on with Ryan? Why is she behaving differently? Doctor, differently? In what way are you saying this to me? Sugar, to her differently. She is behaving like nothing. He stopped himself, realizing that he shouldn't share their personal life and family details with others. She is behaving oddly, that's what we can say now. Doctor narrows his eyes. Like what? His voice calm and gentle. Please, I need to know. Then only I can tell you anything about her condition. Hobby, she's been saying weird things, doctor. She's been calling Mr. Kim Rubin as Appa. She wasn't calling him by that. From years, his face turned serious. Because of some personal issues, she wasn't in good condition with him. She couldn't even stand his presence. And today, doctor, it can be because she's scared. After that incident, Cook shaking his head as no. No, that can't be possible. Doesn't matter how much scared she gets. She wouldn't look at him. Sugar, then added, shied before saying this. Moreover, in our presence, when three of us were there, just in front of her, still she asked for him. That can never be possible. And she is saying some other things which never happened. Kim brothers felt pain in their heart. After hearing all these things about Ryan and their Appa, they know the truth, and that's the reason they are sad for their Appa. They want to reveal everything to Means, want to tell them that their Appa is innocent and he never intended to hurt their Oma or any of his son or daughter. But kids are waiting for that one particular time. They are waiting for that special moment when they can reveal everything to Means. Jin took a deep breath. She's also been thinks she forgot that she hated Appa. She forgot that they were separated, not because of some argument. Doctor, that's a pretty significant memory loss. I think we need to run some more tests. June, why more tests? What's wrong? You're saying she's out of danger? Then the doctor nodded in understanding. Doctor, sir, we need to do this because she got hit on her head. We can't exactly say anything without knowing her condition properly. Maybe she forgot about some of past experience. Jin, some? Confused. Doctor, possibly her past bitter memories, which might hurt her the most. June, you mean like she's got some kind of amnesia? Worries can be seen on his face. The doctor nodded. Doctor, yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's possible that she's suffering from retrograde amnesia, which means she's forgotten some of her past memories, especially the ones that are painful or traumatic for her. Sugar, but she's behaving strange. Why? Doctor, that can be because her brain is trying to fill in the gaps of her missing memories. She might be measuring some of her past experience by herself, which can be confusing for her as well. After some hours, doctor came back to Brothers. Doctor, based on the observation, I think she is suffering from retrograde amnesia, possibly caused by the head injury she sustained during the explosion. We are still waiting for some of the reports. Kirk, mumbling, that can be only audible to his brothers. That means she forgot about. I know must was. His words hung in the air. Jimin, how will she recover? Doctor, recovery from retrograde amnesia can be a complex and unpredictable process. We will need to monitor her closely and provide her with a supportive and stress-free environment. We will also need to help her regain her memories, but we will need to do it gradually and carefully, so as not to overwhelm her. June, how much time will it take for her to recover? Doctor, it's difficult to say. Every person's recovery process is different, but what's important to remember is that mine is too fragile right now, like a kid. One wrong move and she may get more stressed and feel pressurized. And if that happens, then anything can happen to her. She may experience more memory loss or even brain hemorrhage. Brother's eyes widen after hearing doctor's last words. Jin, his face pale. Brain hemorrhage? He shuddered. Doctor, nodding. Yes, it's possible. That's why it's so important that we handle her recovery with care. We need to make sure she feels safe and supported. That we don't push her too hard. We will need to work together as a team to help her recover, and that includes all of you as her family. Obi, what can we do to help her? He asked after gulping his tears. Doctor, just being there for her, supporting her, and loving her will make a huge difference. Sugar, he held onto the table for support. What if? What if she doesn't recover? What if she never remembers? Doctor, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Why to lose hope this early? We all will try our best. Let's just focus on helping her to recover, one step at a time. Will Min brothers accept Kim's wish? Will Min's head back to Kim Mansion, or they would choose to stay at that another place? What will happen to Wine now? What's the reason behind Wine's negative opinion on men and marriages? Please complete the target. Now you can guess what can happen in future parts. Guys, to 65 likes and 65 comments to get the next part sooner. Take care. Bye.